Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Is anybody there? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me see. Where are we? We are here. Hello, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Today I would like to work a bit on character creation because it's some time that we don't work on it and I think that it's about time to do it. It's about the right time to do it. And so yeah. Hello Sam. Good evening. So we have no picture of the day. We need more pictures of the day, boys. Take some pictures in the game and then send it to me so I can put them as a main picture of the day. We are missing a few. The alpha is going okay. Not too many bugs found and seems to be pretty stable. Just remember everyone that if you want to access the alpha, you can do it if you are a veteran player or if you are a Patreon. But we have the microphone problem again. Holy, no. Okay. Why is the second time this is happening? Okay, 1 second. One second. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hello? 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 Yeah, it's low. It's not. Wait 1 second. It's not getting what it should get. Why? Why? I have it happened yesterday or now it's back. I think now it's back. Oh, 1 2 3 1 2 3 test. Is it better now? No, because I'm moving stuff between. Okay, it's better now. I'm moving stuff between the hard disks, and sometimes I still have some broken links. Let me see if I close it. Still okay? Yeah, still okay. I'm moving stuff between the hard disks, as you know, because I have. Uh, I want to completely remove the old hard drive, which is the 3 terabyte, which is sometimes is giving some issues, and uh, and so I'm moving some of the stuff, to the other drives because this drive is unfortunately is in bad shape, and one day it will leave me, I'm sure. Um, and so I'm trying to move as much as I can from this drive to the other drives. The problem is that sometimes there is not really, I mean, some of the programs you cannot just move them, right? You need to reinstall them and such. And I think that is still some of the programs for the microphone, because I need some amplification for the microphone, because this is actually a singer microphone, let's say. And so it's used to have amplification behind to power up the voice, but I don't have it, and so I emulate it by software. And so there is a software that allows you to do that, allows you to boost up the microphone at the right level, even if it's not a PC microphone. Anyway, I mean, it's a bit a long story, but so today in Italy is the no stream day. You may ask yourself, what is the no stream day? There is a group of people that are basically doing streaming as a job, like many also not also in other countries. But there is a team in Italy that has been very vocal about the rules of Twitch, and in particular some of the rules regarding the bans and things like that. And so there is a website actually, which is nostreamday.com, which is explaining, what the Italian streamers are asking to Twitch. In particular, they want to have more transparency. They want to have, the same treatment for all the streamers. Sometimes it seems that certain streamers can actually do a bit more without getting banned or without getting sanctioned. And they are asking to consider comedy and humor, and giving a bit more liberty to say what you want to say if you are making jokes. And also they are asking about considering better the effect of a permaban, because a permanent banning for some people means losing a job. There is people that have streaming as their only job. So if you permaban them from a platform, they basically lose their job. They can move to another platform, but obviously it's not that easy to move everyone inside. So they started this thing, and today actually is the no stream day. So in theory, I should not be streaming, but I mean, I'm not a very large streamer. So I have only specifically on Twitch, I have like 2 or 3 people, 4 people, as an average. So it's not a big issue, but I want just to bring you to your attention this. And actually Twitch answer to this, saying that they are actually working on an improved version of the rules, and they are listening, and they want to make the transparency, mainly improve this transparency, which I think is a good thing. It's a good thing, because sometimes I understand that people get banned and they actually don't get a reason for the ban. So they just get removed from the stream and they don't know why. Maybe some phrases that they said or things like that. So, like for example, if you say, I don't know, this guy really made me mad, I want to kill him, right? Okay, so if you say I want to kill him, and you are angry about it, this can be you know, what they call inspiring violence, you know, something like that, which is something they don't want in on Twitch and things like that. Or if you say specific words, or if you are racist or things like that. So which makes sense, right? But anyway, these people just are just saying that they want more and more transparent rules, and I agree. So I agree with the protest. I think is a good request. Now I don't know if it needed really to be people offline, but most of today people have been offline. At least in Italy, the biggest streamers have been offline. The second big news of the day is that today, well, actually tomorrow, but let's say today at midnight. Do you know what happens today at midnight? Do you know or you don't know? Do you know or you don't know? So, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, which is a kind of a big game, is releasing in 3 hours from now. I don't know if you are particularly related to the cyberpunk world and or to the books that were originally written by Gibson about cyberpunk, or if you played cyberpunk, the role-playing game. But I did all the above, and so cyberpunk is kind of an interesting game to me because it ties to some of my youth, some of my time in the past. One of the funny things of cyberpunk is that cyberpunk was actually called Cyberpunk 2020 originally, and was a role-playing game. And let me see if I find the English version for you. Yes, this one. So this is the rule book and I was playing it with my friend when I was like much younger than now, but I think he had a lot of very interesting concepts, and was obviously based on existing books and existing settings and information, but I think it was very good. Now they couldn't call it Cyberpunk 2020. Consider that it was called Cyberpunk 2020 because this thing came out, I don't know when, in the 90s, right? So 2020 was like 30 years after, and so it was like in the real future. You are a huge Cyberpunk fan, okay? You won't be participating in the disaster release? Why? I've seen it. I've seen a bit of these streams because today people were having early access. So there are some streamers that have early access to Cyberpunk 77, and they are and they were streaming it. It looks very nice. But anyway. Now, how this is tying into plane shift and into the topic of today? It ties very strongly into it because the background of Cyberpunk the role-playing game, and mainly the character creation of Cyberpunk roleplay, was something that I always really liked, and I was looking at it as a kind of an inspiration. I don't know if he says something about the character creation here, but let me see if he says something. Yes, a choice of rule provided for character creation by a starting point purchasing skill. A system called Life Path is provided to develop your character further by generating goals, motivation, and events in their past. So basically, you had a system which was very simple. Okay, so it was nothing crazy, but it was very simple, that where you could create the story of your character in the past, right? So you could create what was happening in terms of event in the past. I don't know if you can remember that. You cannot hear me? What? Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Now you should be able to hear me now. Hello, hello. Maybe turn up your volume, but the volume should be okay now. We had an issue at the beginning. Maybe you are still at the beginning. Click on live at the bottom. The problem is that he will probably see it late. I think he started the stream from the beginning, and so it was when I was having issue with the audio. But if you still have it, please turn up your volume because it should be fine. I'm on the yellow meter, and the yellow meter means that the volume is good. So for Plane Shift, we developed something similar. And by the way, if you never read the William Gibson books, I think you should. Maybe not all of them, because there are some that are very weird, but there are some that are very, very nice, and I think you can, considering he wrote those like 40 years ago or so, right? So it's very interesting how he already had everything planned. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to say that at midnight, this thing will go up. So in about 2 hours, actually I have it pre-downloaded. So if we want, we can start it together, and we can see if it works or if it's full of bugs. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I will. I don't have a lot of time to play until the weekend, but because if I'm doing the stream during the evening, I cannot really play it. But maybe we can launch it together at midnight and see how it looks. Okay. I mean, see if it starts. It's 58 giga. I already pre-downloaded it, so in theory, unless they release patches, that probably they will, we should be able to start it immediately as it comes out. Okay. So. No, I was saying, how is Cyberpunk connected to the topic of today, which is character creation? Yes, it's very connected because he had these life paths, and actually we brought some of those in the game. I mean, not exactly. I mean, I tweaked a bit the concept, but let's say there are some reminiscences of that. And so that is what I wanted to test a bit today, and what I wanted to improve today. So let me start the server and the client and check where we are for character creation. I think I already did. We should have a mission for character creation because I think we touched it. Let's say character star.png. No, I have to do star character star.png. We only have I didn't do a mission for character creation. Interesting. Okay, I didn't do a mission. Okay, so we don't have a mission, but we can database error. I think my machine restarted, and so I don't have the database started, but let me start it immediately. Good evening, Maui. It's good now. Pose Cafe. Hello, Pose Cafe. Hello. Good to see you here. Good to see you. Okay, let us start the server and see if it goes up. And now we are interested only in character creation, so we don't care much about everything else. Okay. So But anyway. Okay, so the game is up. We want to test character creation. I think at the moment there is basic data in. I think it's just the dummy data that is in the database, but I can check. And there's been some work done by Eonwind and Zuna, which are two people that are part of the team. They did some work on the character creation, trying to streamline it a bit. I think the work is not finished, but I think it's in kind of in the right direction. It's going in the right direction. So maybe we can take that and let me just check if we are connecting to the production database or if we are connecting to the dummy database. The dummy database. I think the dummy database for now is fine. I don't know if in the dummy database we have much in terms of character creation. So, like for example, character events. Let me just check if we copy the whole thing. No, it's not this, sorry. It's character create life, right? Character create life. Yes, I think it's very, very simple at the moment, as you can see. I think if we want to test the character creation properly, we need to go in the production. We need to use the production database. Maybe that's a better idea. Maybe that's a better idea. Are the small guys there? Ah, yes, the small guys are there. Running around. So if I do create character, right? If I do create character, I go into a new screen where I can get my race and my traits and whatever, right? And I can change the way I look a bit and things like that. But then I go in this. Now, I think there should be a kind of a pause, you know, after you select your character, and I would like to have a voiceover and some music actually starting, or I don't know if I want the music to start even before, but I think it would be nice to have. So I think we can have a music for the login screen, right? And then a music for the character creation, and then where you select the race, and then a music for this one. I think if we could have a, you know, as much of a background as possible on this one, I think would be nice. So something a bit mystical or space oriented, you know, because in theory, there are in Italy or in Europe. What do you say? What do you mean, pose? What are you referring to? And so here basically there are different constellations, right? So you can click on one, and maybe it's a bit too bright, I don't know. And here it explain you a bit these things. Now, I think that this we are changing it because this these descriptions have to be changed because these descriptions are the old ones. But the good news is that we have these descriptions now updated in this document that we are working on, and I think that these are the new descriptions of the 10. My only question is, I don't know why they changed the names. I'm a bit surprised about that. I need to catch Eonwind and ask him, because I see that they changed the names. Maybe they misinterpreted what I said, because I said let's change the descriptions to be related to the signs, but it seems that they also changed the description of the names, and I don't know if I really want to change the names, because these names that we have these names that we have in the game are here since so long time, and they mean something to players, and I think they mean something to yeah. I think we can also have maybe a sound. Which kind of music we can use as a background of this one? I don't know if we have any music that is really I mean, of our music, if there is anyone that is a bit mystical, I mean, for sure not the character team, not the character creation. This one, this one could be, but it's very characterized now. So because we associate it to certain areas of the game, and but I think this one can be pretty good as a background of this. Even, you know, this music reminds me really of the game itself. I mean, in game, and not, and so here in the character creation, you are outside of the. This one obviously not. This one. This one is also is not too bad, but it's a bit short and. But this one also could be, huh? This one could be. This one is very nice, for example. Maybe we can use this one. The problem is that also this one is very characterized in the Death Realm and is hard to use. See you, good night. I will see the reply. Goodbye, Post Cafe. See ya. Thanks for stopping by. This one definitely not. This one 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 is the perfect background. This one actually we use it for traveling outside. This one we use it for traveling outside. And it's a very relaxing music. Or also this one. Maybe it is one. Maybe it is night travel. We can use it. How do we put this one into? How do we put this one into Unreal? I need to convert it to. I need to convert it to WAV, or it can, because I think he's not importing MP3, right? So I think I need to save it as a WAV file, and then you can open it. But yeah, I think adding some music will be good, mainly for the character creation, you know, which is a kind of a relaxing moment that you have when you are just looking at the character and reading the text, and so a bit of background music I think will be nice. But I don't think I can import. So at the moment, what we have under music, we have audio. Under audio, we have, but we don't have music. These are all effects, right? We don't have music. Okay, I think we can put it under. Yeah, these are all. So I think we can just create a new folder here and call it music. Why not? And let me see if I can drag and drop, but I don't think so. I don't think it's taking this. File media source. Actually imported something, but no, I cannot. No, it has to be imported as a WAV file, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so but that's not too complex. We can just copy we can just copy. Where do I put it? Well, first of all, I need Audacity. Yes. This one also has been moved, it looks like. Or maybe Windows is smart enough and it will find it. Yes, in fact, it found it. This one also has been moved. Okay, let's see if it works anyway, but probably not. Oh, yes. Okay, so if I save this one as WAV file, and we can put it under can put it under music. We'll call it exactly as it is, with exactly the same information, right? Do you want to have the main team in the login screen and in the character selection? I think that could be nice, no? I never understand if music is something that people like or is something that is the first thing, you know, you go in the option and you turn off. Because sometimes I do that as well. The character team is the character creation. Yes, this one is the character creation team. We did it by purpose. Yes, it's this one. Now I remember. This one is the character creation team. Okay. So I guess we will use this one. I was not remembering that we had a character team. And some of you may remember this music. If you are old players, you know, you may remember it. The main team is this one. So I think this one we can play it. Yeah, also this one we need to play it. I mean, this one is so important. Has been such an important song in my life. Believe it or not. No, it's a very good one. I really love it. I really would like to contact back the people that like this artist, Bruno Lagarde. I don't know if he's still alive. I hope so. I hope for him, but if he's still around and if he's still, you know, contactable. I mean, if I can reach him, but it would be very nice to say, hey, your music is still there. It's not lost, you know. It's been put again in the same game, just a new version of it. Maybe we'll be happy about it. But I tried to search particularly that name, particularly Bruno, on Facebook, and there are like, I don't know, 300 of Bruno. So, or Bruno, like with the same name and last name, all living in France. I think it's a popular name. So I think it's very hard to find. Okay, let's try to import this music. Shouldn't we just import them all? I don't know. Okay, it's importing the files. Holy shit, the volume. Okay, I don't know exactly at which volume is getting played, but I hope not that volume. But yeah, okay. So we have this. Now, I think of this, we need to create a queue. We actually need to create a queue for all of them. Right? And this queue we are gonna save. And now, when the game starts, I I don't even know if we have a audio setting somewhere already done. This is another work we need to do. We need to work on the settings of the game to ensure that they are okay. But definitely in the login screen, we want to kick off that music. So it's under main menu and is under login widget. I think every song should be looping, right? I think that all the queue that we create, they should be all looping. So that if you stay forever in the same page, right, it just loops another time. I think so. No? Yeah, I think so. So I think there is to make it looping, I think you just click on looping. Is as hard as clicking here. And now it became a looping thingy. Just the volume, I have no idea how I will have to adjust. I think we have a volume in game, if I'm not wrong. One of the issues of this character creation is that you cannot go back. So you can choose something, but you cannot go back. Which is a bit annoying. I think it's too bright. This thing is too bright. No, it's like burning my eyes. But yes, and then you arrive here. And I really would like to have a voiceover on this. Now, it should be someone with a good English pronunciation. And, but yeah. Let me just, I think we need to do this volume, because as soon as we add the music to the game, we start to be annoyed by it. Okay, and so we need the volume to be available. I don't think that in the login window. Let me make this thing looping, by the way. Meanwhile, I don't think that we have that's the work I need to do, though. I think we need to rebuild the settings panel in a good way, you know, and it should be the same setting panel that we access from the main menu and that we access from the game. I think it makes no sense to have two. At the moment we have two. We have two separate ones. So we have this one in which you have video mode, screen resolution, anti-aliasing, post-processing, shadow texture, blah blah blah. So this is what you have in terms of graphical settings, and this one you can access it from the main menu. But then we have another, unfortunately, which is a bit of a duplication. Which I'm not 100% sure. I think it's win options or some win options. Yeah, is this one. Is this one. This one, this thing is a bit of an issue. This one, I should have the same settings in theory, like anti-aliasing, post-processing, shadow, texture, effect, and foliage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And then in addition as video mode and And at the beginning also has the resolution. So video mode, full screen, window, full screen is the same one that we have here. Resolution is the same that we have here. Show FPS. Show FPS. Now the only problem is that anti-aliasing is a bit different. Here I have an anti-aliasing low, medium, high, and epic. And here there is an anti-aliasing method with number of samples. So it's actually different. Then we have this max 30 FPS, which is the limitation, and we don't have that one here. Maybe we can put it here. My issue is that this window is created by the window manager and is available, you know, after the game actually started. So when you are inside the world, because your character is getting this created. While this one is available, in the main menu when the character is not created yet. I don't know if the code behind is the same. I hope that, because this one I did myself. While this one was done by another guy, and I want to see if I don't think he used the same did he use the same interface? Display should be this one, but post-processing. Okay, let's take this one. I just want to see if it's a copy paste of mine or post-processing quality settings. Yeah, it looks it's a copy paste. Okay, because it's basically identical. Well, there are some differences though, like there is this CNVPP, which I don't know what is it. Canvas, so probably is the yes, because he has to point to a specific canvas. But yes, it seems that he just moved so it's the same stuff. It seems that it's really the same stuff copy pasted into the other window. The question is if we want to keep it, but the anti-aliasing, for example, it changed it, right? The anti-aliasing, let me search the anti-aliasing, because that one I think it changed. Post-processing, full screen, where the hell is anti-aliasing? It's not here, it's been removed. Is here. It's in a different place, yes. Anti-aliasing 1, 2, 3, and 0, and anti-aliasing quality 2, 4, 6. While in our case, it was just a setting that we were passing. Set anti-aliasing 0, 1. Well, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. It's very similar anyway. It's very, very similar. I don't know if I want to keep two or not, but they are looking very different, as you can see. They are looking very different. And also this one is adapted to. If I could use, because this one is more complete, right? This one is more complete. This one is more complete because now these are generated automatically. I think that this window should be the same window that we call, you know, from both places. But I don't think that this window is initialized at the beginning. I think it's initialized later on. I need to understand, yeah, because I think that this window is initialized only when the character is loading into the game. Like all the other... let me just check the sequence. So basically WD container is the guy, this guy is the guy that is responsible of creating all the window. And so that is the guy that is also creating our option window, right? This one, now this W container, I think is created with the character, but we can check. Let's do a W. If I search W container, I think I will find 1 million container. I think I will find 1 million references, but let's see. Yeah, most likely. But I think we should check the references. If we have a set W container, but no, that is the character description. These are all the windows that are referring to it, but there should be a place. So here we are creating the character, and here we are expecting the WD container ref to be already set. Yeah, but we should set this guy, right? We should have a set W container. Ah, here it is. Create W container. Yeah, you see, it's inside character blueprint. That's the problem. So I think it's created add UI to viewport, you see. So I think that and by the way, we have a printout. We have a printout which is debug display name branch and display name, debug display name, this thing which is printed out. So I think if we search in our log, I think we search in our log this thing. Okay, now you see it didn't happen yet because the character didn't connect to the game. The character did not connect to the game. There is a kind of an issue though. Because you need to manage the options. I think the display options, the display option should be must be a separate window. The problem is that redoing it now, you know, extracting from here this block is really a mess. Let me check a few things. Okay, let me check what we have in terms of okay, let's do this. Let's add the... Do I have two editors open? Looks like. Let me do this. Let's add the music so that we will hear the music. And let's go then to the music menu, which I think we have, but in game, and we will check if it's working or not. Okay, so in the login widget, so as soon as this is showing up, I think we can play the first song. So event construct, set game version. So this is really the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. Setting panel, setting widget. Yeah, this is initializing my setting widget. He's creating it here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need to connect it basically here. Okay, so after this one, we can connect the music. So I think we can have our. It's just. I think it's just play. I don't think there is play music. I think there is play sound. Play 2D sound, right? Play 2D sound, and this one will be play background music. As simple as that. And this one will play our main theme. I don't know if I can choose the volume, but I will leave everything at 1 so that we can then tweak it from the game, right? And this is looping, as we said. So it will be looping. Okay, let me try to start it like this. And then I think that when I start, let me do another test. When I start the character, but play 2D sound is not giving me an output, so I cannot stop this sound. Stop all sounds, something like that. No. Sound. What do we have as sound? We can play sound at location. Play 2D sound. How do I get the reference to this sound to stop it later on? Create 2D sound. Create a sound with non-tonation perfect for UI sound. This does not play the sound. Okay, this one has a return value, so I guess that, yes, I guess that then we can do a play, right? And then I guess we can do a stop. Okay. Okay, so I think we need to create it like this, because this one is actually providing us, you know, the reference to it. So, okay. I think we need to create then a variable which is always present, and probably I will do it on player controller, which is current music or something like that. I don't know if we can then have a fade in and fade out. That would be very nice. I think that the fade is probably inside the queue. I can check it. I think there should be a blending in or something like that. I want mostly the fade out. Is there a fade? No. Is there a fade node? No. Is there a fade from here? Yes, fade out. Perfect. Okay, so basically I control it from here, not from the queue. Okay, which makes a lot of sense, by the way. Okay, so let's create a new audio component object reference, right? Audio component object reference, and we will set it in our player controller, I would say, right? I think we can put it under UI pointers anyway, because there is everything that is static. Well, we don't have a lot of other stuff, so okay, let me create a new variable. We will call it current music. Current music, and it is an audio component object. I guess is this thing, audio component object, And so now this is the current music that we have. Yeah, I failed to save because I have the server running, I guess. Wow, server's in debug mode? No. Okay. And yeah, so he saved it. He saved it. So now we have in our plane shift player controller that thingy. So if I go in the login widget, I already have my player controller for sure because the player is connected. Seems that I don't call it anywhere from here, but so we'll get the player controller. We will cast it to PlaneShift player controller, and then we will set our new. So we'll do set music, and in theory, this thing should go inside of this. Yes. And then we will just play this one, right? We will play this one. Okay, nice. So it is basically playing the first background music and setting the music playing. Now when you exit, if you do quit, obviously it will be stopping. If you do if you click on login, it will continue to play. And then when you are in the character selection screen, I think we can keep the same one. But if you click on character creation, right, and so you go into I don't have it here, but let me put a bit of background music or not, because it will clash with the other music that we have. If we play music and develop music, it will be a bit of a mix, but it's okay. You all went very quiet, boys. Why? What happened? So, okay, let me. Okay, let me put some background music for the stream. So we need to check the login window. No, the character creation window. So the character create race, I think it's called. Is under main menu. Character creation. Race, this one. And yeah, so when you start this one, and so when you click on as soon as he enters this window, do we want to do it here, or do we want to do it when you click on the button in the main menu? Probably it's better when you click on the button, huh? So that will be from the character selection when you click on this thing, create character, right? Wow, this music is played always, nearly every stream, this one, or maybe just because it's very recognizable. Yes, basically here. So here we can do, I need my player controller, and I need to check on my player controller if there is a music playing. And so we stop the current music. Well, we fade the current music out, and we fade it for how many seconds? 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. Let's try. So we can say fade out current music, play character creation music. Do I need to create a new sound? Yes, I think I need to create a new sound, right? So every time I need to do create sound, and here I select creation, create, no? What was the name? I think it was create, no? No, it's called character team. Okay, character. So we start the character team and we assign it to this music. So we can then fade it out later on. And do we want to have a delay? Because I don't think that this fade out is actually waiting. So I think if we want him to wait, start time. How far into the sound to begin to play? Hey, I will have to wait like 2 seconds when this is fading out. No? I don't know. Because I think that this thing will play instantly. I don't think that the fade out is waiting. We will see, but I think it's going down in immediate. I mean, this one is fading and this one is starting immediately. Which is probably not what we want, but okay, for now let's leave it like that. And okay, so let's try like this and see if we actually play the music. So let me stop the background music that we have and see what happens. It didn't start. Why it didn't start? Because I didn't save it. Login widget, create sound, set and play. Yeah. Wait. Select a server was found. Maybe we are in this branch. Huh? Maybe we are in this branch. I don't understand exactly what is it. Scrolling server, get child at. Iterate overall admin or server list. Selected server was found. If there was a... I don't know, but I don't understand too much that thing. But I think that we need to go here in any case, right? So we need to go here in both cases. So if we are doing this piece of code or if we are not, we need to go to our play background music. So that's why at the moment it's not playing anything, and we will not be able to change the settings By the way, I think we need to change the color of this because it's so annoying that it's nearly transparent and it's very hard to read. It's super hard to read. Maybe let me change that now. So the settings window, this one, I think he has a kind of a background which is opacity, whatever. I think we can just make it black for now. And even if it's not the greatest color, I mean, it'd be nice to have a background, but at least you can see it. Win options, we didn't change anything, so I think win options we can just reload it from scratch. Okay, so we are reloading that. Made, yes. Okay, and let's go for the server and the client and see. It's only when you have the window. No, it's in general. Okay, the volume is pretty insane, but I guess that's what it is. Boom. What happened? The music was just interrupted immediately. Why? When you are connecting to a server, the music goes down. Let me see if I do this now. Create a new character. It didn't do it. I mean, it didn't start the music. Did I say play? Oh, okay, because I didn't say play. Yeah, that's why. This is because I just didn't say play, but it's fine. Okay. Then, yeah, I'm a bit surprised that when you connect to the server, it stops the music. But okay, we can restart it. Not the greatest, but okay. If I go, but I need one music to actually start. So, do we want to have? I mean, in the old game we had one music per area, where basically one music per sector, right? So we are receiving the sector. Yes, we are receiving the sector information regularly. So there is a kind of a sector check that is running on. I think it's running on PS character. Receive weather event is snow. Yes. Okay, we do it only for the weather system. So yeah, in the same way. In the same way, we should send information also for the music. I think at the moment we are not doing that. And I think we should. So basically every sector can have an associated music. And I think in the past we were associating the music through an XML file which was just put into the client, but I think that now, or we put it in a data table, or we put it in the or we put it in the database, or the data table, or the database, one of the two. But yes, there is a sector check which is actually triggering this receive weather event, right? So receive weather, I think there should be a receive weather. Yes, receive weather event. Now this thing, I think it's sent every few seconds because we don't need anyway this thing to be super precise. We don't need this to be super precise because even if you see the weather changing, you know, like 2 seconds later, it's not gonna make a big difference. There it is. You see my comment? Send background music information. Perfect. Okay, so I think that here we can create a new method. We will create it now. I think it's in the same place where we have the receive weather event. I don't know where is it. Is under PS character. Okay, we are receiving it on the PS character. I don't know exactly why, but fine. Yeah, because in theory it's the player that is crossing the sector. Okay, fine. So play background music. So we will have an implementable event, yes. And now the only question is if we want this one, play background music. Now we need to understand if you want to do this, keeping the information in the database or keeping information in a data table. I think we can pass. I think it can be in a data table. I think it's okay. I don't need it in the database. It will change very rarely anyway. I think it will change very rarely. So I think we can pass in the sector name because I think we have the sector name. So I think we can just pass in a string, which is the sector name. And then from the sector name, we just derive on the client side, which is the music we need to play through a data table. I think it will be the easiest, right? So we will do player, play background music. Now, I don't know if you want to do the check server side if is still in the same place, but no, I think we want to do it on the client because that's probably better. So I think what we want to do, we want to get the name of this thing if Visual Studio helps me, and meanwhile we should close everything here because we need to recompile. If Visual Studio can do it. I've seen a bit of the character creation of Cyberpunk 77 and it's insane. Let me just do one search for one thing. I'm just reading something. Okay, it did it. Nice. Can I get a sector name, please? I think it's like this. Okay, so we can send out the sector name like that. And on the client side, we will do the check if... Okay, so let's recompile it like that. So it is already happening, you know, I don't know what is the exact timing, is this one, every 5 seconds. I think every 5 seconds is perfect. I think it would be nice anyway to cache it. It would be nice to cache it, for example, the weather, but also the music. I mean, I'm sending information every 5 seconds. But wait, I'm sending it only if the sector has changed, right? You see, current sector UID. The problem is that this current sector, what is this current sector, by the way? Current sector. If current sector is different than sector UID, yes, but then we are never setting this current sector. So it will always be 0, boys. If we don't do it, that's why I'm receiving that information continuously, right? That is why I'm receiving that information continuously on the client, and I should not, because this check was broken. The check was broken, boys. You still with me or you sleeping? What are you doing? You still with me or you sleeping? Tell me. I think you're sleeping, huh? I think you're sleeping. Hello, Warnest. Good evening to you. Okay. So this is done, and now the check should work, by the way, which is the most important thing. Ah, you are there, huh? Okay, good. Good to know. So we go in the editor. So now that we have the check, the proper check, I think we can start the music. I hear you on the back. You mean on the background? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so to attract Canada here. Hello, Johnny. Wow, Johnny, your name today is the best name. Today your name is the perfect name. You should have an S instead of F, but you should be Johnny S dot instead of Johnny F. But let's say that with Johnny today you are very in context. If you don't know why, you can ask me why. Or maybe you know why. Okay, so now that we did that, okay. So now that we did that, we can have a new function similar to the receive weather that we have seen before, right? I have a receive weather event, which is this thing, which is a bit of a weird place. Where are we? There is a weather graph. Okay, so we will call it weather and music. So because there's only these two things actually, weather and music. Receive weather event on client. So basically here is, let me put a comment because I don't like to have, you know, stuff that is without comments because it's always hard to read. Server sends us the new weather, and we will have a similar one, which is receive music. No, receive what? Why is not working? Play background music. Play background music is a very bad name. Fuck. Should be receive. Why I called it play? I want everything to be standardized in the same way, okay? So I don't want play, not play, because actually it's not playing anything. Is receiving the information, and then is the client that is playing. So this method should not be play. It should be receive background music. Okay, let me recompile. Let me recompile. I'm super thirsty. Sound of water. Good, huh? Good quality sound. Can record it and put it in the game. Okay, still compiling. Listening while I paint. Good job. Good job, bro. It's popping up. It's popping up. So we will start in 1 hour from now. If you are interested, we will launch Cyberpunk 2077, okay? We will launch it and we will look how is it. My only problem is that I think it's for mature audience only, so it's 18 plus, and I don't know if I can stream it without flagging the channel or flagging the stream as 18 plus. I think I need to change something because there may be, I don't know, some violence, some, I don't know what it can be, but I think I have to search how to stream 18 plus video games on Twitch. I have no idea. I have no idea. I've seen people streaming it. You can turn off explicit stuff. Okay. I mean, in the game? In the game, they said? Okay. We can see. I've seen it in the character creation. There were some very questionable selections. Even copyright music can be off. Oh my god, our life is so hard these days. Our life is so hard. Everything off. But okay, I mean, we can check it. We can check it. So receive music. Oh, receive background music. There is the right name that I like. Server sends us the background music for the current sector. Okay, so this is what is going on. So it's giving us the sector name. Now, where do we store the music? I think we can store the music in a data table. Simply in a data table. Assuming that we don't have it yet. Well, we have a data table audio. PS combat sound result, PS combat attacks. I think we can create a new one. Now the only problem will be if I create a new one, data table, which kind of structure I can use. I just need a name, and no, I need to make a new structure. There is no way. Row structure, combat result sounds. Combat results sounds. Where is this? No idea. Because the structure should all be in the same place in theory, but it seems that we have a bit of stuff all over the place here. But okay, let's create a new struct. And we will call it sector music. Sector music struct. No, it seems that they all start with struct. So struct sector music. Okay. You thought PlaneShift used the media engine? What do you mean by that? That you mean that our music was not MP3, but was generated with a MIDI? No, they were all recorded as MP3. So the name will be the sector, and this one will be the sound queue or the music queue. Music queue. And the music queue will be a sound queue. And nothing else. I think it will be as simple as that. And so in our audio, we will create a new structure now. A new data table. So new data table, and we will use struct sector music. There was a struct audio, by the way. And we will call it data table sector music. Just because we are very creative in the names. And then we will create a new row, and the row name will be, for example, Idla Plaza. And the music queue will be, I have no idea. Let's use the night travel, okay, just as an example. Okay, so as soon as we reach that sector, in theory, we will be able to play. Okay, let's see if this works. So here I need to get data table, no, data table row something. No, data row, no, row table. What the fuck? Come on, it's data table, I know. Get data table row. Okay, so it was not giving it to me for some reason. If I do music, sector music, so the row name will be this, and the row name is this. Desire to hack corrupt corporate entities intensifies. Yeah, I've been playing as a netrunner for a long time in the tabletop role play game. But lately, believe it or not, we are still playing tabletop Cyberpunk 2020. Actually, we played it last Friday. And at the moment, I'm a marketeer. I'm a guy that is basically reselling hardware and software on the black market. That is my character in the game. But it's a pen and paper, you know? You know pen and paper? I think you don't know. No, I think you know. Many of you know. So if we found our row, we just need to break this and get our music cue, and then create a sound like we just learned, right? And after creating a sound, we create this sound, and after this we will set it as the current sound in our player controller. So we need to do get player controller. Wait, I'm doing something very stupid, because actually this one is server side, boys. So if I don't create a new event which is on client, this will never work, huh? So receive background music on client, and this one will have a sector name. And will be a string, and this will be run on owning client and reliable. And so yeah, all of this will have to go here, and this one will just call the background music on client, connecting this. So yeah, so just with this line we are moving from the server to the client, and here we are on the client, and here we can do what we wanted to do, which is this. And so we create the sound, then we get the player controller, which is connected to this particular character, but we cast it to plane shift player controller, and then we get our sound cue, set music, how do you call it? Set current music, and we set it to this new sound, and then we play the sound. Okay, so I think that this is what it is. If we don't find the row, I don't know, we can print something. We can print sector, we can print error trying to play music for unknown sector, and then we place the name of the sector. And yeah, in case we don't find the row, it means that something bad happened, we received the wrong name or something, right? Okay, so now as soon as I join the game, the server should send me the sector information. I should play the music. Why we are doing all this, I don't know, because we started from the character creation, but then we went into this thing. It's okay, it was something that we had to do anyway, because I want to test the I want the music in the background that... Okay, let's see if something happens. Let's see if something happens. In theory, it should start as soon as I connect. Well, I don't know if the podium map... Hello. But you see that as soon as now I think it will stop. Yes, it stops when you connect to the server. I don't know why. Why when you connect to a server the music automatically stops? I mean, is the music server based? I mean, what is the point? What is the point of this? Unreal Engine play sound stops when connecting to when opening level. I don't know. Play. Let's say music stops when connecting. When opening level. Doesn't seems to be a common problem. Okay. So if I go with him now in the main area. Yes, it worked. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so it works by area. Oh my god, it's starting it million times. He's starting it continuously. I think he started already twice. Holy shit. Okay, wait a second. I think we're receiving that message multiple times, and I think we're receiving the message multiple times, plus we are not stopping. Are we printing out anything when we receive this? No, I think we should, just for now. Because I think we received it twice. I think we received it twice or even more than twice. So server asks to play music for sector, and then we can do the same. Okay, so let's just print out temporarily this. Okay, so that we see how many times we receive it. But I think it's the same as the receiving weather, and here we have this receive weather event, right? And so we can check the log. I think wow. We actually received it 3 times. We received the weather event 3 times. At 41, at 46, and at 51. Don't know exactly why we are receiving it 3 times, but considering the sector is the same, but oh my god, here we are receiving it a million times. No, there is something broken in all of this, huh? Okay. So we are receiving the event multiple times. In theory, current sector. Ah, stupid me. Stupid me. This check is completely broken because this check event is generated new every time, so I cannot check for a member variable on him because you know, I cannot check on a member variable on him. because it will be regenerated. How do we know? Good question. Do we do it only on the client side? No, but I would like to do it on the server side. Should we? Wait. This check is broken. This check is totally, absolutely broken. This check is completely broken. Unless we pass it as a parameter of the next one. That seems to be a great idea. So if I pass it here as a parameter. Yeah. So basically the next event will have the sector ID, the last known sector ID as a parameter. And so this means that launch current music on server. No, the server should not play the music. Because if you have 200 players, then the server will play 200 songs at the same time. No. Very bad idea. Very bad idea. No, you should just send the information of which music he wants to play to the client, and the client should play. PS sector info. So we need to change the sector parameter. Oh my god, million functions in this class. Just send them where to read the music. Yeah, exactly. That is what I'm doing. I'm sending them the sector, which for us is the area, let's say, the area of the game, and then we are playing the music based on the location. But it is decided on the client side. This one should not be called current sector. I think it should be called last known sector, something like that, because it's basically the last known sector that we know where the player was in. And so I think I will change it here. I will call it last known sector, and we will do in last known sector. We will do last known sector equal to in last known sector. Simple as that. And so now we pass it through the event, and it is much better because when I finish this, I have my sector ID. This is totally useless, obviously, now. So I pass it here, and it's set in the next event, right? And the next event will check if the current sector is the last known sector is different than the sector where the player is in now. Okay, so I think that now we have some chances that it is actually working, right? We have some chance. We have better chances, let's say. But this is a good fix, because we were sending totally useless information multiple times because the check was broken. Nonsense idea you had? What do you mean? Why not sync all music? Just send them the playtime of the current music. No, man. What do you mean? The current playtime. So someone starts the music at the end. So it connects, and the music is finishing. What do you mean? If you connect, the music should be starting, not finishing. The The point where the music is should not be dictated by the server. It should be dictated by the client. When you no, I mean, it makes no sense. So you start in the middle of the song just because the server decided to start it earlier than you joined. What is the benefit? That all the players are listening to the same music at the same time? What benefit is that? No, sorry, I don't agree. We can do that for when players are playing instruments, yes. When players are playing instruments, then obviously that needs to be synced. That needs to be synced, you know, between all the players. So in that case, yes. But it is background music, so you want to start from the beginning of the song on each client. Start the second. Do I have the sector or no? I need the sector information. Because this one is using. I think I can just do spawned character get sector here, and that's it. It will return anyway the sector info, and then I need to do UID. Okay. Okay, I think like this will work. No, but if it's a game event, it's something different. Here we are speaking about background music, okay? Obviously, if there is like a in-game event, you are in the arena, you know? You are in the arena, the fight is starting, and someone in the game is playing music, right? Some NPC is playing music, okay, then is a different case, but this is not handled through this. It is a background music. Okay, so this one is fine. Now what do we need to do? Now the check is okay. The editor should be fine. Can I just start it and see? I think we can just start it and see, because the client side was already okay. We're just receiving it multiple times. The point is that we need that message to be reliable, otherwise. Okay, we have the music here. By the way, the volume is still a bit too high, I think, but this is exactly what I wanted to check. We don't have music here because we are not in any sector, I guess. I don't know actually, but actually here we are in a sector, but we don't have a character yet. So but if I click on this, now I have a character. But I think this character is not counting. It's not a real character. It's just a dummy thingy. So I think it starts only when I click on play. When I click on play... but the music is not starting. Why? Okay, let me see if we received... no, we are not receiving it. We are not receiving it. Why? Because it didn't change... okay, here is working. Error trying to play music for unknown sector Hidla temple. Okay, because here we didn't define the music for this area. But let me just check the other one, merchant. Because merchant... Hey, he starts but not at the beginning. You know what I can do? I can pass in, at least in the first one, I can always pass in a 0. Because I think it was still loading in. Maybe when he's loading in... Okay, what I wanted to check, if in the options, if we have the music volume... Music volume... It's doing absolutely nothing. Okay. So these things are not connected. Okay. This is what I want to connect. See with a guy fighting for his life in the arena and just a random bar composing a song in the background. Yeah. And the guy in the arena will ask himself, is he composing a music for my win? For my victory? Or is he composing the music for my death? Right? You see, the first one didn't happen. The first one didn't happen. So it's probably that. So I think the best would be that the first sector, we just pass it in as -1. Right, so that we are sure that we receive at least the first one always, because it will always be a value different than -1. The problem is they will be 5 seconds later. I don't know if the client is already loaded in, but potentially this will fix the first thing. Okay, the second thing we want to fix is why the sound, why that slider of the music is actually not doing anything. Maybe because it's never been programmed. Wow, Hula. Sword, 300 points. Why is saying he won 200 points from the slot when he says won 300 points? That's kind of weird. So Streamlabs is giving you 300 points, but PlaneShift Official is giving you only 200 points. I don't know, but anyway, you won, okay? I don't know why, but anyway, you won. That's for sure. The fact that you won is clear. Okay, let me see. In the settings, right? Music volume. How do we? Yeah, because I think maybe there is a variable somewhere. Settings, UI, main menu. No, game widget Windows options. Gambling debts. Yeah, it's another bot. I think the two bots have different ideas. Unless you had a credit, I mean, sorry, you had a debt, like Mike is saying. And so he's saying, give me back your money now. So if we go under our audio, we have these three things: music volume, on value changed. Okay. Wow. It seems to be doing something, but on value change, slider volume music, value multiplied by 100, probably because this one is between 0 and 1. Set sound mix class override. Wow. Override the sound class adjusted in a given sound mix. If the sound class does not exist in the input sound mix, the sound class adjustment will be added to the sound mix. What the fuck? In sound mix modifier, in sound mix modifier, in sound class music. I think I know. I think I know what he means. I think you can set one particular queue to be part of a class, and now finally understand. You see these three classes: music, interface, and ambience. These are sound classes, and I think that we can set our sound queue to be a specific class. So we do like music, and so now this one is considered music. So we go into the thingy, music. Yeah, it is a bit annoying though that you have to remember, you know, to do it on every queue, because we have a million queue. And how do we remember that? How do we remember to set all these things? Like, for example, we have all the combat sounds, right? The combat sounds. So all the classes are broken at the moment. Ambience, interface, music. So, by the way, there are two music. Oh my god. Music. Interesting. Game audio class. We should go with our thingies. So audio classes. So ambience. I think ambience is any sound, right? Excluding the UI. Wow, we need to change all the sounds to the right classes, boys, if you want that to work. I mean, there are not that many at the moment, but basically all these ones have to go into the ambience class. But it's a pretty cool system though, and it's very easy, because when you have set all the sounds in the proper class, then the sound mixer works for everyone, right? So that's pretty cool. The problem is that we need to know it up front, like the footsteps, right? The footstep, we can finally, if we put it on ambience, we can finally tone them down from in the game. Nice. Nice. Bah. 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 The good things though is that like here we have like 6 sounds. We have 6 sounds, but the actual queue, no, the actual class is set on the queue. And so that's pretty good. So I just have to change it once, you know, and it's gonna change all my, I mean, it's applying to all this web file. But also magic. Oh my god, there's a million. Okay, I'm not gonna do it for all, but we need to remember then to do it for all because and then UI, we have like these clicks. But why I don't have a queue for these guys? Because if you want, you can set the class also on the single object. So you can set the class of the queue, or you can set the class. Can I set the class of all of this together? That would be so nice. No. No. I need to open them all. And I need to set the class 7 sound wave generic asset. You open them all together. Yes. Change this to interface. Save. Do you think he's doing it for all the 7 to get? Wow. Wow. This engine, boys. This engine. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Okay. 0 files need checkout. I think he fucked up a bit, but I think he fucked up a bit with the SBN maybe. But now all of those are set as, now for example, Thunder, right? Thunder should be also ambience. And there is something we need to tell the other developers as well, because otherwise if they are creating stuff, they will put it in the wrong category. And this one is very easy to fuck up because it's very yeah. I have all the NPC, but I think I can do the same, you know. I can do queue, I can select them all. Let me see if I can do it, huh? Then I open them. No, in this case, he opened them. He really opened all of them. Yeah, so we need to do it at least once for every. We have to do at least one for every file, but it's okay.
Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Thank you, man. I hope so. I hope everything will be fine. I hope so. Okay, so now the you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking if I can connect the music options also to my menu and just kind of SFX. Voice. Normal attack. No, but these are a Unreal Engine one. No. We only have 3 classes. Don't worry. Yeah, we could add the voiceover, the voices thingy as a separate, but at the moment is under ambience. Okay, so is everything that is not UI and is not music is ambience. Right? Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So I think now it would work because, and then this thing is saving it into the save game file. But I think it's pretty good, huh? I think it's pretty good. Okay, let me see if it works now. So we start the server, we start the client, we have our music, and we have some sounds. At least we have the footsteps that we can test. Now you may ask, what has to do with character creation? Well, not much, but the point is that I wanted to have some background music for the character creation, and then we started to go into this direction. Plum, 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 plum. Mm. Okay, I will stop singing. I will not do it again. Let's see if we receive the music at least once. Did I recompile this? I don't know. Seems not anyway, because the music didn't start. But it will start when I change the sector, so I can force it. Look at this. So I will teleport myself to the other guy. And then I will teleport myself to this guy. And the music is starting. Nice. And now we can check if we go under options and we go under audio, if we lower the music, 0 difference. Okay. 0 difference. Let me see the steps. Zero difference. Okay. So that's probably not the way to do it, I guess. That's probably not the way to do it, boys. Strange though, because it sounded like good, but music. The only thing that I see is this in-sound mix modifier. What is this thing? In-sound mix modifier. What is that? Hello, Austin. Welcome. Yeah, I think we are multiplying. Okay, let me check that. That I think is a good suggestion. We are putting this value into this. Now, I think the slider is 0 to 1, like the volume, but then we display it multiplied by 100. You see this multiplied by 100 is what we display in the text, but actually the value that is coming out of the slider is 0, 1, and I think also this thing is taking 0, 1. I think, but I think it's this mix thing that is interesting. Do we need to add a mixer here? No. I don't know. I think I'm missing something. Submix to route sound output to. If set fallback to default sound class submix. Now I don't know if I need to add something in the mix, because I have no idea what this in sound mix modifier is. I think I need to just read how to do it, instead of trying randomly. Unreal Engine, change music sound volume, change sound volume, right? Simple way to change global audio volume. Yes, simple way to get send sound mix. So this poses not a question but rather a tutorial. Nice. Create a new sound mix asset, leave the default setting, and I think that is what we have because someone created it for us. In your game instance blueprint, do the following. Set base sound mix. We need to set the base sound mix to this sound mix though. I think this is something that we are not doing. Let me check. Set base sound mix. Set the base sound. No, we didn't find it. No, I think we are not setting our main mixer as that thing. Okay, and maybe we should. At least the tutorial says that we should. So when do we do it? We do it. When do we do it? We should do it immediately. I mean, immediately, like in the first. Like in the first login screen, no? I mean, instantly. As soon as the game pops up, because we may have music already. So, UI. So the first window that shows up is the login window. So I think that here in the login widget, this is the first one that gets getting displayed, right? In the construct, exactly where I add the music. Yes, play background music. So we can say set default mixer and play background music. Okay, so we will set the mixer here and see if it changes anything. So set base sound mix. Set the sound mix of the audio system. Okay. And we will select our mix, okay, which is the one that we use then in the rest of the code. Okay, let's try now. Maybe now it will be working, boys. Maybe now it will be working. You know? You know. Oops. You want the countdown, eh? I know you want the countdown, eh? No, where is the count? No. Yes, it's here. You see the countdown? Dun, 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 dun. You can watch the milliseconds, so it seems that it's going faster. If you look at the seconds or at the minutes, it's not very good. But if you look at the millisecond, you go like, wow, it's coming now. Right? Okay. I will have a countdown also on the plane shift releases, and we see if someone is. Oh my god, the music! Come on, please. Why so loud? Why so loud? Okay, let's go in. And yeah, I need to understand why the first login, basically we are not initializing it properly, but it seems that when we are logging in, we are not receiving so the first, we are not receiving it. I don't know why. Probably because while we are loading, we don't yet have a sector or something. I don't know. So let me do the double teleport. Teleport me crystal. So we come here and then we teleport me merchant. So the music should start now. Okay. Fuck. Why? Doesn't give a shit. Doesn't give a shit. Okay. I mean... Wait a second. No, but I think this one... Oh my god, this music is insanely loud. That one I think is only the second part of the code, which is trying, right? Which is trying to... let me just check one thing. Are we doing it in the proper place? Yes, because this music is starting, so... That's kind of weird. Now, the error that we get, I think, is this one, where we are trying to get volume sliders. But because I don't know what this thing is trying to do, but I think it's trying to... Or it's trying to get a value. So the error was... this one. Attempted to access index 2 of array blah blah blah, get all widget of class. You see, get all widget of class is this thing. So it's this part where it's trying to set volume slider. But why is saying that volume slider is not available of length? Trying to access index 2 from array blah 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 of length 1. So it's like if our array is not properly initialized. So that this array of volumes is not properly initialized, but we use this only for saving purposes, right? So if you ignore for a second this piece, which is the one that should save it then to the save game, but yeah, we can check if the I mean, should this volume be from 0 to 1? Yeah, but you see the default is 1, so this thing is definitely 0 to 1. This thing is definitely 0 to 1. Mix. Let me check this mix, because maybe there is something to do inside of this thing. This mix class, what is doing? Mix class, EQ priority, apply EQ settings, frequency, blah, 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 gain, bandwidth, sound class effects, sound class ambience. But this one has, okay, this one has inside of the mix class, he has these 3 classes, which are the 3 classes that we are using, and he's setting the volume adjuster to 1. So I don't know if this is overriding what we are trying to do. This is my point. Right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can test it just in a sample project, so it would be a bit easier, you know? Can I launch any of the windows? Probably not, huh? Maybe yes. No, I was thinking if I can launch the login window. In the editor. This will be a bit easier then. Okay, we can launch it in the editor, so I don't have to launch the full game to test this. So we can check if we can. Okay, let's try to set this volume here. Okay, let's try to set this. So we set sound mix class override, this thing, it is about music. Let's try to set it in our login window just before this. So we use mix, we use music, and volume we say 0.1. Okay. It's very good if we can launch it in the editor, so we don't have to launch the game. You see? It doesn't give a shit. It doesn't care. Even if I say volume 0.1 and music. Okay, let me just assure that this plane shift main queue is actually associated properly to music. But is this music our music? Fuck, is the other music. Fuck me. Yeah, why we have this 2 music thingy? Can we rename them all to plane shift to something else? Because otherwise I'm going to confuse myself a million times. Let's do this. Where is the classes? Let's call them PS ambience. Okay. PS interface and PS, so at least, because you know the music was not in the right one, but the footsteps in theory should have been. I don't know. Maybe it will still make no difference. Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think I read your message now, but no, unfortunately the music setting are not in login page, but I think they should be. So I think we should move them because having them only inside the game is not a great idea. It's not a great idea. Countdown is finished. Do you want to test? Cyberpunk 277, or not? Or do you want me to continue develop? Developers. Do you want me to? Do you want me to test? You see, it's the wrong one. Fuck. Because there was this music instead of PS music. If there are login page, you could debug faster. Yeah, exactly. It is what I'm doing now. Why not test? You want to test it, eh? You want to test it, I know. You want to test it. Okay, we can test it. But I think that like 1 million people are clicking on login now, and I think the server will just fuck up, no? It's much lower. Okay, I think it works now. It was on the wrong thing. Let me do 1. Yeah. Let me do 2. Lower your volume 1 second. Yeah, I think it's working. 0.5. Yeah, I think it's working. So I think that the thing was not in the right class. I don't know about the footsteps though, but it seems to be working now. Okay, I don't think I can wait. So I think I want to test it. I think I want to test Cyberpunk 77 1 second. Okay. So what do we do? Let me just see if I need to log in or do weird stuff, you know, but give me a second. So I'm just launching my thing and seeing if this game is not yet released. It will be unlocked and available for play. Bro, is now, huh? Don't break my balls. Is now. He's saying it's not released yet. What do you mean? No, they updated the countdown to another hour. What do you mean updated the countdown to another hour? What the fuck? No. No, why? No. I mean, it's on UK time? Fuck, it's on UK time. Sorry, I'm back. It's on UK time? No, I think it's on UK time. But the then the countdown was wrong. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Bro, already released worldwide. I don't know. I mean, everyone is saying released 5 minutes ago. But no, if I go in Steam, it says something different. The winter hour? Fuck the winter hour. 1 second. I will show you, okay? I will show you. How can I show you? There is no way I can show you. Anyway, he's saying 53 minutes. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Look, it's full of countdowns, and all the countdowns are saying that it released. You know? All the countdowns are saying yes. But they decided to do, okay, but why we don't have a countdown on their main website? Global release time for PC, but I think it's pretty clear that it's not released. Okay. Yeah, London. Fuck London. Fuck these London guys. No, sorry. No, London guys are very nice people. Yes, for Paris is 1 a.m. So I'm in Italy, and so is 1 a.m. in Italy. So is midnight London time. No, it was like this. It was just me. It was just me that I thought that it was. I just made it. I thought it was midnight my time, but actually it's 1 a.m. my time. GG. So I think I will see it tomorrow then, because 1 will be too late anyway. So yeah, we'll see it tomorrow. Okay, it's okay. It's fine. No, it's not fine. No. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Relax. I wanted to see it, but it's okay. We can see it tomorrow. Tomorrow I can see it tomorrow. Actually, launch day is tomorrow. So launch day is tomorrow. It's actually tomorrow. Or we wait another hour, but another hour, you know. I mean, I was planning to go like half an hour or so, but not another full hour. GG! They fucked up. No, they didn't fuck up. We fucked up. But some countdowns are wrong. Some countdowns were counting on my time zone. Shit. Okay, the good news is that the sound volume seems to be working now. So let me just check why then the footsteps, right? Because the footsteps in theory should have worked already. The footsteps. Where do we have the footsteps? Okay, let me check now I put them. Yes, PS ambient. So these sounds should be fine. Footsteps. By the way, are these the... Yeah. Why the volume multiplier is 0.1 here? I have no idea. Maybe we are not using these footsteps, by the way. Maybe we are using other footsteps. Which footsteps are we using? To know which footstep we are using, I think we need to go in. I think we are using the ALS footstep, by the way. I think we are using. Yeah, I think we are using these footsteps. This one. So I think what we need to do also on this one, we need to set it to our PS ambience. And I think it will be better. You have retargeted 2000 animations. Oh my god. AI gonna be awesome. Tonight I give them life. Tonight you're starting to. You are starting the AI. Very nice. Okay, so I think we can remove this now. And we can just ensure that we can change the volume in game. But let's try to fix the other problem. For some reason, he was saying that he couldn't access the index of the volume or something like that. So where do we check that? I think we can check it when we are actually loading the game file. When we are loading the save game, which I don't know exactly when is happening, but in theory it should be happening here. There is another thing that is broken because the save game file is actually created when we create the main game UI, right? But these settings like the volume and the graphic settings are, I think we should split. I think we should split where those settings are saved. Because I think we do it in character blueprint, but I don't think it's a good idea. Because this means that the volume will stay, at 1 until we actually load that file. And we load that file only. Okay, let me check. And there should be a load. I don't know if it's here or if it's in player controller. Probably it's in player controller. No, if it's in player controller, it's good. Character uploaded. No, I don't find it. Why I don't find it? Why I don't find it? We do it in W container. Yeah, we do it in W container. I think we do it in W container. In W container, we've seen it before, right? So in W container was set you want a warn engine? Pretty good. Add UI to viewport. You see, this is where we are creating the W container. And in the creation of the W container, I think is where we are actually loading the window layout from the save file. But it is pretty bad. This is not the right sequence. This is not the right sequence. That is interesting. I think we need to split the settings. Okay, let me explain you the problem, so maybe you help me to solve it, okay? The problem is the following. The problem is the following. When we start the game, when we start the game, we are in the login window, right? In the login window, we already have music and we can have UI sounds, okay? And we may have certain graphics settings which are applying to the game. From the login window, we go to the character selection window. And actually the character selection window is already in the game. Character selection window. Well, let's say, oh my God. Let's say I pasted a node of, let's say character selection. And here also we can have music, we can have UI sounds, we can have whatever, right? Then we select the character and we actually are teleported into the main world, right? So, and it is like the 3D view. So, well, we are in 3D already here, but we are, let's say, teleported. So teleport to main location, final character created, right? So this is the important point. So here is where your final character, so the character that you will possess, right, is created, because when you are in the character selection, you are selecting just dummy characters, okay? So here there can be multiple dummy characters which are not, you know, your final one, right? While here you have your final character. When we are initializing the character, and when we are entering into the game, we have this add UI to viewport, right? We have this add UI to viewport, which is called in the begin play, of our, I think, of our final character, because the one before are not, right? So that's I think the main point, unfortunately. Yes. So so here in the begin play of our main character, we have a call to add UI to viewport, and add UI to viewport is calling the creation of our W container, which is basically the window container. And inside W container creation, we have the loading of the window layout and of all the other settings, right? You see, does save game exist, and load window layout and create all windows. So, and here we are loading load window layout. Now inside load window layout, I think, I'm not completely sure, but I think that we are basically loading everything. Yes, you see, inside this load window layout, we are actually loading the window stuff, but also the settings. For example, the volume sliders are actually here. And the mouse scale is actually here. So for example, these two are, I mean, it doesn't make any sense that they are loaded here, right? They should be loaded before. So just create a box for setting. Sometimes you're funny, yeah? Man, I shown you that we have already all the setting done. What do you mean? I have all the setting window. Did you see it or you were sleeping? Did you see the setting window or not? Well, I think we can, you know. Do you think it's possible to load UI save file name? Because in theory, I can just load only these two values before, you know. I mean, I can still do exactly the same, but I can load just these two values at the beginning. Why not? Even if I do it twice, who cares? I just don't know where this UI save file name is coming from. I need to check that. Get UI save file save name. This one is actually a variable on wcontainer, but I think it's a fixed value. Yeah, it's a fixed value. You see, UI layout is a fixed value. Is a fixed value for now. So I think that yeah, I think I can just do this. I think in the login widget, you know, we load up our settings. Maybe here, setting panel, blah, blah, blah. Create setting widget. But by the way, where we are reading, from where we are reading these settings? Because, but I think that these settings, you know, are the default of Unreal. So these one are getting loaded anyway from the standard config files. Okay, Warners is fine. So we already what you are saying is what we already have, okay? We already have a file that we save, and in this file we are saving the instructions, the settings which are loaded as startup. That is what is happening already, right? The problem is that you are doing other stuff and not following, and so you tend to say stuff that is not relevant, but it's okay. But it's okay. Yeah, I think we can just, so now we're just checking if this setting is actually reading the save file, but I don't think so. I think that this thing is just reading, you know, this get game user setting. I think these settings are saved into the Unreal Engine configs and not in my save file. So this is why these are already available at the beginning, right? So I think I can just, I'm thinking if I want to do it inside this window, right? If I want to add on top of this window, Like, probably yes. Do we want to have 2 tabs, or do we want to have... I think it would be a good idea to have like 2 tabs. Like, the problem is that I don't want to do it double, you know, from inside the game. But I mean, if it's only the audio, I think the audio I can put here, even if it's double. I don't care too much. Um, mm, But I think any game that is called a game has the settings in the main menu and not inside a game. Okay, so we need it here. I mean, we cannot wait to go inside a game to set. Also because some settings like this may affect when you enter the game, so you want to lower them. This is why I put them here, you know, and this is why I put them in this window, because okay, I think I'm nearly ready. So I think we can do this. We can wrap with a grid panel, right? The grid panel will have multiple objects, but in particular we'll have 2 buttons at the top for now, which are our... So the grid panel will have another canvas panel, I would say. And this canvas panel will be at position 0, 0. This canvas panel will be at position 0, 1. And this canvas panel will contain, for now, 2 simple buttons, which will be our settings. Maybe we can copy it from here and just change the color a bit. So let's take, let's copy this one. Okay. So this one will be a button, let's call it tab graphics. And this one will be graphics. And maybe we change the background so that it looks better than this, or different at least. You want a purple color? Okay, let's go with a purple color. Let's go with a purple color, boys. Maybe we want to have a bit of extra padding left and right, just to make it look a bit better. No, wait. Why is not... is it the opposite or what? This button is the sides. Okay, this button is the sides actually. That's why. Okay. So we will have like a display. No, graphics is not a good idea. Sorry. Display. And what do you mean by cheat? We will have a display, and then we will have another one. which will stay just next to it. And it will be called audio. Okay, so this will be the two panels. And this button is button tab audio. I'm gonna rename the other one to display graphics. I think is not a good idea. Display. Streamlabs won 5 points. Oh my god, why? Let me check. What is this guy doing? No, Streamlabs should not stay there. Streamlabs should stay in the box because he's a bot like me. I mean, like PlaneShift Official. Those two are bots and should stay in the box and not move from there. Okay, so we have these two things. And what do we do then? Nothing. When we click on one, we display one panel, and when we click on the other, we display another panel. So this canvas panel 0 will be called canvas display. And I'm not completely sure why I'm doing this now, but anyway. It's something that we need to do anyway, you know, sooner or later. And this will be canvas audio, and this will be canvas tabs. And yes, canvas display and canvas audio should be variables because I need to access these two and display them as we click these two nice buttons. And then this one will have an on click, and when we click, by the way, one by default will be invisible. This one should go here, yes, and should have the same background. Okay, so now what? I need the three. I can copy it from the other one. I can copy the 3 sliders from the other one. Why not? I can get... Yeah, it's a bit of a copy paste time, which is always nice. Copy paste is a great thing. I love it. We have conquered the big ladder. I didn't see it. It's the no stream movement. Yeah, the no stream movement is done though, because it was yesterday. Now it's after midnight. And so being after midnight, we are already in the next day, and so it's no more the stream day. Grid panel. Okay, let me try to copy this and see what happens. Boom. It became very, very weird. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of small, but apart from being small, I think it's okay. And the colors are a bit different, but at the moment I don't really care about the colors, to tell you the truth. So I think we have a size of the font as 11, while here we have like 24, so it's slightly different, but we can yeah, everything is 24. It's okay. I think we can make it big as well. But one day we need to decide because we cannot leave it like this. So we need to decide. By the way, I think bigger is much better because it was really too small. It was really too small to see. These sliders, I don't know if they have sides or something. Kind of a scale. Scale is 1, yeah. Scale is 1. Scale is 1. They gotta be small. I mean, I think that is better. Nice. Big sliders. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? You like it, huh? Okay, so also these numbers are super small. There's 100, 100, 100. Come on. 9. They were 9. Why? Why you want to suffer? Why you want to suffer? I don't know. Okay. Much better, boys. Much better. Let's put to the right maybe a kind of a 20 or a padding of 20 so that it shows a bit better in the middle. Okay. Something like that, right? And maybe the first one can have at the top some space. Now, if I do like this, everything is fucked up. Okay, so I will not do it. Why? Image. Because the image goes together with the thingy. I think it's okay. Anyway, we'll leave it like this for now, okay? All the fonts should be tied to a global setting for accessibility. Yeah, that's a great idea, Zen, because so that you can scale the fonts. How do you do that? Text? No. Font? How do I? Is there a way I can bind this font to something? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for high resolution. But how do I do it? Is I don't see a bind, but basically what I need to do, I need to have the font, the typeface, and the sides somehow connected. Is there an automatic way to do it in Unreal Engine, or do I have to do it manually? Because manually I understand how to do it, okay? So I will have to set those one when the windows start up and things like that. I mean, having like set font, I can have my Windows container keep the font and then just setting the font in all the windows, and all the windows will set the font of all the pieces. That I understand if I have to do it manually. But is there a way to do it automatically, like defining a font class and then similar to what we did with the audio, so that we are setting a font class and then we set it Real Engine font class font asset font, creating and assigning font. I don't know if he has, because on the UI they are not really too advanced, but maybe maybe there is a way. But otherwise, we can do it. It's not basically You know, we will every window will manage itself, you know, and it will have like a change font or set font, and then our window manager will be the collector of all of this, and we'll just send out a message to every window saying go and change your font. You know, it is something we will have to do anyway. It is something we will have to do. Doesn't I don't find a lot of results, so it is, but we can try to see, you know, maybe the keywords are not the right ones. I'm starting to get sleepy, boys. I mean, you have to be done manually, yeah? But it is something that we should keep in mind, that we should do. We should really do. Will improve the playability, I mean, the usability a lot. Also, if you are playing from, yes, a different, if you're playing from a laptop compared to playing on a, yeah, because the icons are resizing automatically, right? The font, I think also the font is resizing automatically, but doesn't mean that it's always right. Sometimes you really need, and also maybe there is people that are a bit less lucky, and so maybe they don't see very well, and so they want to increase the font, and if it's not possible, it's very annoying. So yeah, I understand. So let's say the display will be on by default, and the audio will be not visible at the beginning, so it will be collapsed, right? And everything will be collapsed inside of it, so we will only see one of the two. But when you click on this thing, you know, we will just do the swap. So on clicked. So when we click display, we just take our canvas audio, and we just set the visibility to collapsed, and we take our display and we set the visibility to I think it's not non-heat testable self, you know, so that is not okay. Wow, my keyboard just reset for some reason. I saw a flash in my keyboard. What the fuck? What happened? And then the other one is the same. So it's the same as above, just switched, right? Okay. So if I play this one, I don't know if I can play only this window. It goes to the login. Okay, settings, audio. I need a background though. I need a background for the... Shut up, music! Shut up! Now we wanted the music, now we have the music, but it's annoying. Because the volume is too high, that's the problem. So that's what we need to fix, you know? So we need a background. How did I do the background on the other one? I can just copy the image. I think it's just an image. Yeah, I think it's just this image, which is all over the place. Yes, exactly. So this is background image. So we can copy this and put it on the other one. Should it be inside a grid or outside of the grid? I think it can be outside of the grid. Yes. Yes. Can we put this thing a bit more in the middle? Because is really, 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 really. Ah, yes, I can. Easy. Easy. Easy life. We have something like 31 windows at the moment in game. Few things, we had the same idea. Wait a second, I didn't follow the chat. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not easily finding anything. Yeah, unfortunately, it may have to be done manually. We have the same idea. Few things are more frustrating than be able to recur in a game. Yeah. Totally accidentally started Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter movie. Personally, I don't like Harry Potter. I find it too, I don't know. I find it the wrong fantasy. I don't know. I don't I don't like it. I like Ken Follett fantasy, not Harry Potter fantasy. Just to give you the another option. Okay, so if we start our, so now we need to link these objects. Why was so small, by the way? It looked very small, no? It looked very small. No, it's okay. I mean, this background is a bit shitty, okay? We will substitute it with a nice picture or something. Now, these are not working at the moment. And by the way, we don't have a close button. So we need a close button also on that one. Hopefully if we copy the same one, that would be nice. So that so at least we'll be identical. I mean, this one was done a bit in a rush, to tell you the truth. This UI, so it was not really great, but now if we could have it exactly in the same place, I think that would be nice. Position X 436. Okay. Position Y 782. So at least it's in the same place, and it will look like it's the same button. Obviously it's not, but it will look like, and I think it's fine. On clicked, button exit. Let me see what is the other button exit doing. It's doing nothing else than remove from parent. So very easy. Very easy. Okay. Now we need to connect. Now we need to connect the code, right? The code was very simple at the end because we don't want to save it. Well, in theory we should. In theory we want to save it to the save file, but. So in theory, we need all this mess, right? Should we put this in functions? And the problem is that it's a completely different window. But okay. Okay, I think we're gonna do this for now. It's not very nice, but it's okay. No one will know except you. There is a full copy paste. So on value changed. Yes. On value changed. Yes. And on value changed. By the way, I'm silently continuing to work and looking at the clock with my second brain. You know? Okay, so there is the previous code. Some concept art for levels and character design will look glorious as background for UI elements like this. Okay, yeah, maybe. Why not? Okay, so we connect this to this, this to this, this to this. In theory, it's done already, with the only difference that these things are not called the same way. Ah, yes, they are. Because I copy-pasted also the UI. Ah, the power of copy-paste. The power of copy-paste. Hello, George. Welcome. Yeah, I'm working on a bit on the UI, but you know what I'm doing? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting 1 a.m. I'm not too tired. I think I can launch the game because at 1 a.m. something is happening. At 1 a.m. something is happening. I don't know if you know what is happening, but you know, something is happening at 1 a.m. in the world. In the world, everywhere. Everywhere, millions of people are waiting 1 a.m. And there are a lot of developers that are very, very, very scared at this exact time. How can you code at 1 a.m.? I don't know. I mean, I've been coding my whole life. Well, actually not, but because sometimes I'm always doing something else. But let's say along my whole life, I've been coding. So I don't know. To me, it's just part of me. Okay, so if we launch the login, piri pling. Settings, audio, music volume. Fuck. Didn't work at all. Didn't work at all. Why? Why, boys? What did I do wrong? Tell me. Settings window. On value change. What do we do? On value changed. Slide mixer. Volume. 100. Set sound mix. PS music. Maybe this thing is happening before we set the mixer. No, because we set the mixer. Where do we set the mixer? Where do we set the mixer? We set the mixer. Where do we set? We set the mixer in the login window, no? We said. Yes. Set bass sound mix. In sound mix. Don't tell me that you have to do it before starting the sound. No, I don't believe it. You cannot change it while the sound is running? This is what you want to tell me? No, I don't believe it. Because this is what it looks like is happening, you know, that PS Music. This one is the right class. Okay. Pete. I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. But it could be. No, but I don't believe it. Come on. I don't believe that you cannot change the sound while it's playing. That would be so annoying. Well, actually I can get it. Wait. Actually I can get it because I can, you know that I can get it? I can get it because, yeah, I think it's like this, by the way. Let me try just for a test, okay? We will create a nice button here which will play the music just for fun. And we will place a nice button here, which we will call play something. Okay, we will not give it a name. And when this is happening, right, when this is happening, we will play this, which at the moment we are removing, from this. Okay, we are removing it. We are removing it, and we are putting it into my button settings, just because I want to demonstrate my theory on this. What do you mean? Play? No, don't play anything. Don't play anything. Okay, so now it's not playing anything, okay? It's playing only when I click on this button in the middle. So I want to lower the volume and play. What the fuck? Ah, my bad, sorry. I'm stupid. I missed one step. I missed one step. Okay. Now is better. Now is better, boys. Okay, so I go in audio and I click on this. But no, first I want to reduce the volume. No. I started 2. I started 23. Ah! Okay, sorry. That was not a great idea. No, it's not working anyway. So why is not mixing the thingy? So basically the slider is not working, but the slider is changing the value, right? The slider is changing the value here. So it's actually applying to the sound mix. So it's actually applying to the sound mix. What I'm doing wrong? What is not connected? Please tell me that something is not connected. Ah, yes, the volume is not connected. Boys, look at me. You are distracted. Huh? I know. It's okay. Okay. What are we doing? Well, we're clicking here. Finally. Okay, it's working. There's a bit of delay in the applying the settings, but it's okay. Okay, 59. 59. 2 minutes before cyber sleep. 59. No, I mean, we arrived up to here. I mean, we arrived at 1. Do you want to stop now? Do you want to stop now? Do you want to go to sleep now? Do you want to go to sleep now? Come on. GG! Okay, that thing is working now, but this was the easy part, because in reality we need to read it from the save file. But I think we'll be okay. Now the question that we have to think is which settings we want to have under settings. So what do you want to have here? You want to have display, okay. You want to have audio, okay. But do you also want to have like the controls? Because for example, the keyboard controls usually are here, but let me say that the keyboard control, you use them only inside a game. So I think if they are inside a game, to me is fine. I don't know if there is something else that I want to set, but I think these two are pretty much fine, I think. Okay. Let's try to click that button again, okay? And see if something happens. Let me just switch my screen 1 second because I don't know exactly if he's going to ask me login stuff or whatever. Are you ready? Are you ready? This game is not yet released. It will be unlocked. Bro! Stop saying this! No. You're still saying the same. 1 second, huh? 1 second. 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 Steam is down. Steam is down. Too many people clicking on the fucking button. Steam is like GG. Oh, I can do it on the other screen, by the way. I think the Steam is dead. I think that 20 million people clicked on launch exactly at the same time. And it's not even loading the page. The page of Steam is not loading, boys. Oh my god. It's broken. It's loading. Wait. Okay, I can. Anyway, I can do it on the other screen. It's okay. I can go here. Steam is not loading. The page of Steam is not loading anymore. It's not. It's dead. It's like, I don't know. On my side, at least, it's dead. But if I do this, you see what it says? Not yet available. This game is not yet released. It will be unlocked and available for play on its official release day. The point is that its official release day is now. M.F. It's working for you? No. Why is working for you and not for me? No. What do you mean it's working for you? But you are in a completely different part of the world. No. You are in a completely different part of the world. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this easy. Let me do this. Boom. I restart this. Wait. Ah, no, fuck. It will go down. My face will go down. Okay, it's fine. My webcam will go down. It's okay. Everything is under control. Don't worry. Yeah, you are in Canada, I know. Ah, only Steam is working, not the game. Ah, okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, we're back. I restarted everything. Well, everything not, but I restart. My face is GG, and also your avatars are GG because I had to restart Steam, and those are based on Steam. No, updating. What is updating? What do you mean 41 minutes? Oh my god, no. What do you mean 26 is better? Go down. 24, 23, 22, 21. Yeah. It's going down. It's updating something. Is updating something, boys. He's updating something. Fuck the character selection. Who care about the character selection now? Who cares about that? Okay. What do you mean 19 minutes? What is downloading? 60 gigabyte? No. 60 gigabyte. No. 54 gigabyte of 60 gigabyte. So we are missing. I don't know what it's doing. We are missing. I can show you the thing. This is what I see at the moment. This is what I see. Look at that. This is what I see. I see downloaded 54 gigabyte because I pre-downloaded it. But it says 54 out of 60. So it seems that like we are missing 8 gigabytes. Are you real? I mean, why they released the patch of 8 gigabytes. Wow. On release day, huh? Who was saying, was Zen that was saying that this would be a disaster? "20 minutes? What do you mean 20 minutes? What do you mean 20 minutes? Oh my god. No, 20 minutes, no. No. No, 20 minutes. No. 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 20 minutes. No. 20 minutes. No. 20 minutes. No. Oh my god, boys. What does it mean 20 minutes? What does it mean 20 minutes? What does it mean? 20 minutes is too much. Fuck it. What do we do? 18 minutes. Like no chance. Like no chance. Like no chance. I have to do something. Let me see my stream because I'm doing something weird. Let me see my stream. What do you see? You see that. You see a piece of global offensive. I want to show you a piece of my other screen, but it's not very easy. I want to show you a piece of my other screen, but it's not very easy. It's not. But I can do this. I have a solution. I can move this here. Genius. I can move this here. But it's too small. Genius. So now you see, yeah, but as soon as I move this there, you will not see it anymore. Oh my god. But now I can do this. Wait. There is a theory behind all of this. There is a theory behind all of this. Wait. Now I do this. No. Now I do this. And you see it, huh? You see the freaking download. 55.3. Why is it going so slow? Should I go to bed? What should I do, boys? What should I do? Go to bed and fucking... Should go to bed, huh? Did I manage to show you a piece of my other screen? I'm not sure, but probably yes. Yes. I have it here. I have it here. Fuck. I don't know. What should we do? Need to go to bed. Definitely need to go to bed. Definitely. The game is still on tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, but it was kind of fun, you know? It was kind of fun to launch it together with everyone else and seeing that everything was just explode, you know? Because it happened already on other games that when people are like trying to launch the game at the same time, everything like GG's. Yeah, but it's too late. I need to go. Because by the time that we download it, by the time that we launch it, by the time that we play it a bit, it will be like another hour, so I cannot do it. I cannot do it, boys. It's too late. I need to go. Pity. We tried, but it didn't work. We tried, but it didn't work. Pity. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. We tried staying. We will try tomorrow maybe. But the good news is that we made some good progress, you know, on our stuff. So we worked on the... do I have a mission? No, I don't have a mission written. But basically, what we did today, we understood how audio works. Audio works because like we understood the classes, right? The mixer, right? And also the volumes, not the values, the volumes. And then we actually added the volumes to the main setting page, which is nice. To main setting window. And what else did we do? And then we fixed, very important, we fixed the way sector updates are sent to the client. And now we sent it only once, so only when changed now we do it, because before it was broken. Now we still have a small issue that need to check the initial sector message, because it seems that this one is not working. But yeah, but basically all this stuff is stuff that we did. So this is done, this is done, this is done, with the exception of this one, right? Which we need to fix. But yeah, pretty good. We made some progress. So good night. Yeah, I have bought it, yes. Otherwise I couldn't play it. Yes, I have bought it. I spent 60 euro on it. Oh my god, so much. Oh, it's okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can get nice stuff and support tag on Discord. Good night. Bye-bye.